defense. Ball tossed, tapped back by the Wolfpack. Nevada ball as we are underway.
When we talked about it in the open, I think you look at the two guards for New Mexico, House and Ashburn Jr., but for Nevada, you've got to look at, obviously, Will Baker knocking down
the up fake. Deep three. And Lucas hits heel. Tracked down by the Wolfpack and Darian Williams. Baker streaming forward to the post. Rattles it in.
That's going to be the game inside the game with Baker, because Udeze is the big guy inside, and you have Alec in there too. He's going to pull him out. That time he was able to, on the missed shot, get back in and reestablish himself on the low block.
Jalen House.
Doesn't he, John? You know, he ranting and raving against San Diego State. He goes in there and he almost wants the fans to be against him.
Oh, what a seal in the high-low. Feed Blackshear, the 6'6" point guard.
And Baker coming into this game really ready to go and show his worth. I mean, this is a guy that was a five-star recruit, close to a five-star recruit. Went to Texas. See a nice move by Allen. Two with outside shots, and then the other one with an assist.
Nevada seeks response. Trey Coleman. Oh, again inside.
That game is really strong from Nevada. I mean, they're not a team that shoots the three-point jump shot very much. Shoot the 10th fewest in the country. I mean, so as Steve Alford told us, this is not me telling them no. It's just they're finding better shots inside.
Ashburn contested, and you talked about his mid.
His, lunch pail and just works his tail. He does a lot of the dirty work for Nevada.
One topped only by Antoine Davis of Detroit, who's done it every game of his.
Going to be a problem for Nevada. You and I talked at the break. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with House and Ashburn Jr. because those guys are electric.
Baker double comes, dribbles out. Trying to back in against Udeze. Help lies in wait. Overplay. Freedom up.
The face of Will Baker, but he will not go up that far.
First misfire for Baker, rebound Udeze. Udeze off down low, Alec Baker.
Right now, he may challenge Pistol Pete's single game record. I mean, he's got 11 points with less than 6 minutes gone in this game.
Nick Davidson, star freshman, ready to sub in for the Wolfpack. Ashburn getting a rare touch these last few possessions. Hard screen by Udeze, contested elbow jumper. Baker good.
Get the ball inside until they show me they can stop it. You always can get the three ball.
Lucas contested twisting shot off. Alec can't handle hot potato. Baker on the spot. Left hand.
Really added Udeze and Alec to this team has been really good for Rich Pitino.
Off entry, Trey Pettigrew, freshman. Nevada hopes can grow into a point guard role. Blackshear contested by Ashburn. Hits it.
By Blackshear is going to be important. He's a big guard. He's 6'6". Ashburn's only 6'2". He can take him down, and that time he just had a little step back, turn around.
Oh,
what an open shot, inside the three-point line. We talked about this. He is arguably, in my mind, the best mid-range basketball player in the country.
What a cut, what a pass.
I mean, he's getting the ball and scoring at will. I mean, he's 6 for 7. The only shot he missed was that long three.
Was that on purpose? Shooting at will?
Yeah. Yes.
Then into the corner. Johnson brains it down.
You don't want to win too fast.
Pettigrew following his own block shot.
Make a three. Either it was really well defended or was blocked.
Darian Williams triggers. He's back in. Foster to the bench. Williams extra pass to Coleman, whose offense has been slight.
Go out and show people.
Davidson falling away. Soft touch, a little too strong.
What I'm impressed with is New Mexico just doesn't get rattled.
Jenkins steps into it. Three ball.
Good.
And it's oddly the New Mexico score that has sprung this crowd to greater vigor. Hard screen by Davidson. Coleman bounce pass, and Davidson stays with it across. Explodes to the rim, misses. House saw dead cutting. Acrobatic finish.
That's why their net is so high.
Udeze, mid-lane, in and out. Tipped out by Alec. No Mashburn, he's on the bench. House to the basket, first lead.
Getting that ball back out. He had 18 rebounds in their last outing. But he and Udeze have not done much offensively. But once they get actually involved in the game, it's going to be hard.
At the free throw line. These two teams get to the line a lot. This is just the second visit between the two.
To the free throw line.
On the year, they average about 22 free throw attempts a game. There's
Dakota called a flop call on Lucas there.
Transition three with some contact. Lucas thought he was hit. Donovan Dent behind the back move down the lane. Nice. And Williams an 81% free throw.
7th in Division I.
Back end good.
Get inside. Get to the free throw line. Don't rely on trying to get your jumper back by shooting threes.
Baker, who's gone a little quiet after owning the early stage of the game. Baker wants it, gets fed right under the cylinders.
What a beautiful pass inside. Yes, Baker's going to get the applause for the slam dunk, but that was a beautiful feed into the post by Williams.
He's got 15 points. Ashburn contested by
Coach Alford. Didn't even look at him. He said, hey, you're in. You're not coming out.
With a significant grimace. Beats Baker. Oh, the shovel to Coleman. Explodes.
An area. And that's Baker with his 3rd assist to go along with 15 points.
You can feel the cresting energy. Ashburn hounded by defenders. Alec. Udeze with fury. Baker bumping with Alec. And Udeze takes it away.
Took a little too deep. Should have just shot the ball when he had about 7 feet from the basket.
Mashburn transition.
We talk about that was a transition bucket. Good defense off a turnover. Comes down and semi-fast break.
Baker sealed. Lucas up fake. Free throw line jumper.
St. Mary's, San Diego State, and now Nevada.
Blackshear. Coleman draws the foul. Count it! And one. So what do you do with Mashburn with 2:15 to go until the break?
You know, John, I'm
here opposite Lucas. Baseline cut. Oh, nice fake. He got them all, and he misses the bunny. Coleman with the reset. Davidson extra pass. Lucas fake. 3-ball. Yes!
With 10 seconds, you have time to really run a play and get somebody open. Maybe a dribble drive. And if there's a pick and switch, look inside the Baker.
Blackshear defender fell down.
Not blessed. But what changes will they make? You know, and I think it's going to be important here the second half. The game's too close to call right now.
The Lobos have it. Mashburn hand in his face from Coleman. Contested elbow jumper. Rims in.
With that undercut.
Mashburn springs free. Oh, he paused at Duke Coleman, and he draws them. Since his first team All-American, then a dozen years in the league.
I actually think it was right hand to block that shot.
Nevada hasn't scored since the break. A 7-0 surge by New Mexico to begin the second. Lucas contested shot somehow goes down.
Both teams really being physical.
Blackshear. And one. Young man who had a triple-double earlier this year, the first for the program since 1970. Young man who had a triple-double earlier this year, the first for the program since 1979. Misses the and one. Baldadette his second. Ashburn physically guarded. Alec had already cut. He's able to track it down. House steps into it. Got it.
Points in the paint. They got to get more of those in the second half.
Baker follow. The crowd hasn't had that full throat moment yet. We got a lot of time. Udeze was open. Dead contested shot. Rounds it in. Showing his cards. Looks like he wanted to try to post. Instead, wide open. Williams misses.
That's his shot, too. There was nobody within 5 feet of him.
Udeze asking for it. Gets spent on the bounce. Spin end line. Beat Williams. And one.
And he just wants to win.
Udeze and one. Free throw is good.
Udeze's got to get the ball more. I mean, he's hit 7 double-doubles on this year. He's very capable in the paint. He's a third leading scorer. But you got to give him touches.
Baker spinning to face. Lobo's largest lead of the night. Muscling Alec, falling away. Rim glass it in.
Because when you switch, I mean, he's got a massive size advantage.
Dump right down low to Baker. They knew he was going to get the... Now the radio analyst on the other side of the floor. Baker out of the corner. Tipped by Coleman, won by Dent. Headman House. Oh, nice diagonal give with a flush.
Talking to the trainer.
So he's getting some form of treatment. It looks like maybe they're working on the jersey. Could there be blood on there? Trainer's got gloves on and a towel using a spray.
Pretty physical game. I would say that's a good guess.
And I also wonder, were they maximizing real-time rest?
Yeah.
By calling that timeout, dead ball in 10 seconds means another medium.
Right.
Athletic trainer Mike Mikowski.
Well, and they're fighting for something. This isn't just a normal game. You know, they want to come off.
Oh, nice cut feed. Pettigrew denied. Alec able to recover. House threads the needle. Udeze. The Lobos had started 14-0. Alec was open. House had his back turned on the spin. Jenkins floater.
Just making mincemeat of the Nevada offense or defense, getting in the lane. Runners, pulling up jump shots. The inside game has been very quiet. I mean, Alec is not. He's got 6 points. You got Udeze, who's got 5 points. Cannot let him have transition buckets.
Nice up fake, contested jumper off. Blackshear asking for it. Williams feeds him. He wants Mashburn. Alec lying in wait to get help.
Williams has got to get away from him. Get away from him so he doesn't have a double team.
Off opposite, Pettigrew. Hang, hit. Udeze screens, Mashburn on the switch. Davidson altered it. Williams headman. Pettigrew wants it opposite. Blackshear has Jenkins fouled.
The ball is moving really well right now for Nevada. Around the perimeter, he was able to get Dent's pass, grab it, take it up, put it in quickly. So you got to give credit to the big fella. And I thought maybe they would have called that, but they almost called a flop on House, and I don't think it would have been the case.
Double screen Dent. Under 2 minutes. Alex been quiet. Handoff interrupted. Blackshear foul.
Excellent play by Blackshear, though.
Double bonus. Another make for Mashburn.
You know, they could go offense and defense, but right now it's no big deal because of
7 to shoot. House loses handle. Taken away by Blackshear.
But minute 13, whoever makes their free throws has a good chance of winning. That's out on the court that shoots under 75% from the free throw line. So that's exactly what you want if you're your coaching staff.
They spread the floor. Blackshear isolated against Mashburn. Alec lying in wait to help. Falling away baseline. Got it! Second differential.
Using a size advantage of Blackshear. Just backing down Mashburn, Jr.
Dent with the ball in his hands. Mashburn against Coleman. Falling away. Ties it. 15 out of 17 from deep.
I think you live with that. You know, if they beat you with a 3 from outside, the way they're shooting the ball, just give a hand's worth of extension and don't foul the jump shooter.
Blackshear cuts. Triple team side backboard.
Breaks with these timeouts. Will they be able to get him down the low block and get him some touches?
One to House, snaps it off. Mashburn, quick release, swish, career
string. They play very well together.
Lucas wanted it. 3-ball, yes!
No, yes, and that was one of them.
Key part of Oregon State's Elite 8 run in the 2021 tournament. Mashburn. He and Allen played a bit of a two-man game in a
college basketball.
Connects, West player this season, and you love the nuances offered on and off ball.
Right, he's so athletic, and when he's back.
Can the Lobos make it a two-possession game with just over 2 minutes to go in overtime? Then Baker.
Well, that's stuck up in traffic with Baker. Then took it right to the basket.
Blackshear picks up the pound. Lucas has been ultra-aggressive, blocking foul. Lucas, the last of the one-and-ones, connects. Back ends. A third miss on
that. Would have cut it to 2. It's still a one-possession game, but this bucket is really important for the Lobos.
You can feel them bleeding the clock a bit. 9 to shoot. House. 5 to shoot. Sharp fake. Good bounce. Udeze! To Udeze himself, but he shoots at 63%. Hits the iron. Tapped loose. Controlled by the Lobos. Johnson wins it.
Gets the chance to upset the top-rated team.
House loses it. Playground save. Udeze. Bucket.
There's a lot of 1-2 out here right now. Both of these teams fighting. Nevada wants to keep their home streak alive.
Nice backdoor cut by Lucas. Blackshear tried to lead him. Williams, the defense Olay.
13 points on 5, 14 from the field. He's got 12 rebounds.
Keep in mind, House and Blackshear each play with 4 fouls. Udeze. Double comes. He picks it up. Wrap around Alec, who's fouled at shooting 2. Misses with a knee injury and is lost likely for the year. Another miss. Rebound.
19 for the Lobos.
By contrast, just 9 for the Wolfpack, who lead the Mountain West just outside the top 15 of the country for fewest turnovers per game, a little over 10.5.
Well, realize that the Lobos had a 5-point lead in the first overtime and had 2 straight turnovers to give Nevada a chance to get back in it.
Lucas Buck led the Pac-12 in free throw shooting in back-to-back seasons.
Converting the crowd to get into it, and they are doing just that.
Udeze fouled. Udeze at the line. That's a third New Mexico. Udeze
right off the leg of Dent.
Foster running point with Black.
He was 3 for 5, and now he's 7 for 10. He's back up there, getting close to his 80. Trying to get the ball in the hands of Mashburn Jr.
Mashburn, 4 to shoot. Coleman, a prayer 3. Udeze's got it, hammered and fouled.
Sidelines, they just got to see if they can hold on to this 3-point lead.
NCAA tournament. Udeze hits them both. Udeze hits them both.
Those are huge free throws.
1-point affair.
And if you're Nevada, you don't need to get a 3, get the best shot available. Look at Baker down low. He's being guarded on the low block by Alec.
Baker bumped at 86% shooter, second best in the Mountain West. And he misses.
His left arm's got to be tired from scoring all those points in the first half.
0.5. House off the bounce, fouled by Foster. House number 2. But he's far more efficient. And he hits them both. Tie game. He is shooting 2. And he misses the first.
If you foul Nevada quickly, they get 2 free throws.
Coleman to trigger. Shoots it into Baker. 16 seconds. He's hitting foul, so they do.
Neither team has a timeout left.
He missed on his last journey to the line. He hits.
Do they get the shot up quick? Do you foul them if you're in Nevada? Usually you don't do it if you have more than 5 seconds.
House counted. Up fake. 5 seconds. House prayer.